This week on Storyboard, we are in conversation with Arjun Mohan, CEO Upgrad, on the impact of EdTech troubles on their business and are they looking forward to invest in big sporting properties much like other EdTech players in the coming months. And he has many interesting things to share. We have Diageo India Managing Director and CEO Hina Nagarajan speaking about Diageo's premiumization strategy, driving sustainability, key consumer trends and more. And we are catching up with Toranj Mehta, Director of Marketing De Beers Forever Mark, on the wedding season, what is Gen Z looking for and the need for sustainable luxury. Hello and welcome to Storyboard. I'm Shibani Gharat. This week, we are in conversation with Arjun Mohan, CEO Upgrad. EdTech company Upgrad recently rolled out a new brand campaign featuring journeys of its alumni in a candid conversation on screen. I spoke to Arjun on many things, including the reason to launch this film around the time when the whole EdTech space is going through a rough patch. How much are they leaning towards phygital, their marketing plans for the coming months, and are they looking forward to invest in some key properties and sporting events in the coming days? Listen in. Arjun, welcome back to CNBC TV 18. It's so good to have you on the show again.
Thanks, Shibani, and thanks for the invite. It's always a pleasure.
Yes. So, Arjun, let's begin this conversation. Let's first speak about your recently launched campaign. It speaks about real impact. So, can you just tell us more about it and how was it conceptualized?
So, we started deeply thinking what does makes us special? What is our USP? And one answer which we got finally was the large number of alumni, the large number of learners whom we have taught and helped them transition are the biggest reasons why we get new students. When you start talking to the students and bring them on in front of the camera, first thing is everyone sees it as a lame testimonial, and there have been a lot of companies who got models to do testimonials. I mean, you know the story of Chinese education edtech, where multiple edtech companies use the same model and ended up getting the IR. So we knew that there will be a problem like that, and hence we wanted to make it as natural because we were finally getting our true alumni to talk about their own stories. So that's why if you look at the way the film is pictured also, it's actually a pretty long conversation. Each of these interviews are almost 2 to 3 hours long.
Wow,
you
that's
can
quite
see
a lot.
and you can see the longer version of it on YouTube on our channel. We allowed our alumni to just have a freewheeling conversation with our team, take us through their journey, how did we help, and then we were able to snip it out and make a 30-second, 40-second, even a 60-second film, which became a brand campaign.
Okay, and what is the purpose of launching a film around this time? What do you aim to achieve out of it at a time when, EdTech is going through such a rough time?
See, it is the rough times, the tough times that your story should be told more. That's how you change the perception. So first of all, I don't think that EdTech overall is going through much of an issue. I mean, the fundamentals are strong, at least in the higher ed side of it. Yes, K-12 is moving through a bit of a market changes. In our cases also, it's true that most of our working professional audience are coming back to office, and hence there's a change in consumer behavior and so on and so forth. But the fundamentals doesn't change. Hence, we felt that this is the right time to remind them all that we know that you are busy in your life, but don't forget this, because in a few months' time, you will be back with your full confidence. You will want to think about your next aspiration in life, how to get the good growth. And this is the solution to it.
Yeah, I'm going to pick on what you said. You said that EdTech overall is not going through a rough patch, but many EdTech companies are fighting slowdown, are fighting layoffs, difficult financial situations. What is it like at Upgrad?
So Upgrad, first of all, is unaffected. We don't see any impact on the business or anything. It's going as per the plan. And that's also because higher education as a segment did not get much impacted. You can see that the fund flow, the interest, both media and investor interest, the consumer interest on this segment is untouched. Yes, as you rightly said, certain segments like K-12, and that's also because most of the students have gone back to school. The big hike they saw during the close down of schools is now off. Or the courses involving a placement at the end of it, right? I mean, there were certain segments of higher ed itself which were talking about we will train you specifically for interviews and other things. And with firing and lesser number of interviews happening in this FANG company, there is a bit of slowdown there. But overall upskilling, no.
So there have been talks like hybrid model is going to be the savior for the edtech players. How much is Upgrad leaning towards the phygital model?
When it comes to delivery, we have not seen a lot of physical elements in it. And that's because we work with working professional, and working professionals now today doesn't have even the amount of flexible timing they had a few years ago.
Yeah.
So they really want that flexibility. And this online gives them that flexibility. We see that most of our students come online after 9 p.m. after completing their job and then study. We have started adding immersion components to our products now, wherein the students and their students come together and travel to the campus from where they are doing online courses and attend classes with their teachers for a week's time, completely taken care as part of the course. We have started doing more and more base camps, which is basically about students in a particular city coming together to our centers and studying together, meeting their teachers in some cases. So we have brought in these digital elements to bring in the social side of it, but it's not really a delivery model. At the same time, on the acquisition side, we are seeing people more and more interested in doing it physically. That means that they are just not interested. I mean, they're just not okay with now talking on phone and enrolling for the product. They want to come and visit our offices. As a result of which, we have expanded our franchise partners. So now we have 50 retail centers of Upgrad across the country. We are into around 15 tech parks where we have started our kiosk, where a prospective customer can go and experience what an Upgrad course will be like.
So that's a part of the marketing. Any other marketing plans? We have seen other players, get on the sports sponsorship bandwagon, international events, big sporting extravaganzas are a favorite amongst edtech players. So are you going in that direction as well?
Yeah, so we are a company which is very P&L bothered, I should say. The more serious stuff now. Sports is something which we considered a lot and we invested a lot earlier. But in our view, that's more of an awareness. You get huge awareness, right? A sports event gives you a huge reach. We are more in the consideration phase now, where we are explaining how can I change and make a change in your life. And that's the reason why our ads messaging or the way we do our media planning is more about how do I interact with my customer deep.
Now, Arjun, let's step into 2023. We are a couple of weeks shy of the new year. If you can share what will be the key focus areas for the year.
So Upgrad will continue building consideration, especially on the marketing side of it. What we are focused on is building the right kind of products for our customers so that they get the outcome. We believe that 2023 is going to be a very positive year for Indian employment as such. India is looking good from a market perspective, but we believe that in 2023, more jobs, more companies will come, and there will be more profiles, more specializations available in India, and hence Upgrad is also gearing up for that.
Also, finally, before we go, any specific opportunities in terms of marketing that excites you as a brand custodian of Upgrad for the coming months?
I am particularly seeing a lot of tech interventions in the customized marketing which is coming in. My prediction is that in 2023, there will be a lot of blockchain-driven customized marketing platforms which will compete with the social media giants of the world. That's going to be interesting because there you will have the customers controlling their own data. And the specific cohort targeting will be much more much more perfect than the kind of issues we see today. So that
the world with cookies, yeah.
Yes, yes. The world will move beyond cookies. It will be all on the chain, is how we see it. So we do a lot of work there, working with these companies, understanding it. We have a large blockchain training courses also within our portfolio. So that also helps us keeping a step ahead. 2023 is also going to be a time of large events. Both in the sporting and in the TV arena. We'll have to think it through how we become part of these bandwagon if it makes sense for us.
So you're thinking about it.
Absolutely, we think about everything, right? I mean, like we don't we don't want to lose any of this. I mean, for instance, Shark Tank was very, very fantastic for us. I think it really helped us get into micro cohorts of audience who would have never really thought that upskilling can be done online. And we saw few of our programs really give ROIs real fast. So we are on a constant lookout for things like that.
Thank you so much. Thanks for speaking to us today.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
It is time for a short break. On the other side, we are speaking